What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at this knife. This is the Artisan Cutlery Small Centauri. This is a small front flipper that came out a few years ago, and it's pretty cool. This is the smaller version of the large Centauri, actually, which I'll grab here and we'll see. Here, this is the large Centauri. This one was their major model that came out a little while back, and they also came out with the small Centauri as well. Back when I was looking for front flippers, this was one of the only larger front flipper options. And since I got that one, I decided to also get the small version, which is pretty cool. They both have Damascus, as you can see here, in a size comparison. They both have Damascus steel. This particular one, they both have actually VG10 mix Damascus. It's a VG10 based Damascus. So it performs well. It's a good steel. Nothing crazy, but it's definitely a good quality steel. It's a mid-range steel. Definitely good stuff. I love this pattern on there, on the blade there. Definitely a really cool wavy pattern. You see this one's been used a little bit, but just a really cool little wavy pattern on there. It looks really nice. Pretty consistent. Really good. You see it says Damascus with made in China. These are made in China by Artisan Cutlery. Titanium frame lock. No texturing on the frame side. On the lock side. Nice popsicle stick clip, which is pretty nice. Titanium milled clip, works pretty well. Got the the relief cut. This one has an over travel stop as well as an lock bar insert. You see there on the inside, held on by that screw. So pretty cool. And then this is carbon fiber. It's like a kind of like a shredded carbon fiber kind of deal. Pretty interesting. Let me see if I can get to focus. Goodness, here you go. Nothing too fancy. Just a nice shiny carbon fiber. I do think it looks really nice. You disengage it. It's on bearings. Pretty smooth. Very snappy when you open it. Very smooth, consistent. Snaps open, and then it almost drops shut. A little bit of encouragement there because it's a thin blade. Very nice. This one, let's see. Centering is a bit off. Let's see if I can fix that. See if I can adjust that a little bit. See if that came centered. It might be slightly off towards the frame side, the frame lock side, but not too bad. And then lockup. This one is completely and totally solid, so really good there. Here's your lockup there. Not too bad. Good lockup. Looks a little bit further lockup, later lockup than normal, but nothing too bad, and it's a solid knife. This is more of a classy knife. I like to wear this, carry this around to classier occasions. I've carried this to church a couple times. It's a cool knife. I definitely like that pattern on there. Definitely a bit of a more of a classy vibe, especially when you want to have a knife on you, but you don't want it to be super, loud, and you want it to be a little bit not noticed, and you don't want anybody to notice you have a knife. This is a good one to carry. So really cool stuff. It has a very thin blade stock. Pretty thin. Let's compare it to, let's see, maybe around the same size as a bug out blade stock. Maybe slightly thicker. Comes down to a nice cutting edge there. Got this nice wedge on top. Flat ground, feels great. More like I'd call this a Warncliffe, just because it's a gradual drop. Pretty pointy, definitely sharp. Very open, pretty ergonomic because it's very open. There's a lot of space to get your fingers in there, and I have larger hands, I guess, and it fits pretty great in there. Just not too tight, a little bit of room to move around, not too bad at all. It does say here, this is a Ray Laconico design. And it says that up here. Oh, am I facing the wrong way? There you go. R Laconico, it's Ray Laconico, and it's Artisan Cutlery. So it's a really cool place to put that on the back spacer. I think that looks nice. Little dot in the middle, looks cool. And then this is a lanyard hole right there on the back. So good way to incorporate that without, taking away from the design of the knife. Looks really good. I like this little divot they did in there. Just gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz because there's nothing much going on other than that, besides the carbon fiber and titanium. Just a really nice execution of this knife. Very good job. Action is excellent. It's pretty snappy. Really easy to front flip. I'd say if you're not great at front flipping, this is one of the easier ones. Just stick your finger up there, thumb up here, and just kind of pull back towards your index finger, and it pops open with a nice snap. Pretty easy. I can even do it with my with that finger as well, around the top. Really easy to do. So disengagement, no trouble there. Very snappy, very nice. It's a little bit loud, but not too bad. Good sounds. Missed it there. Yeah, it is able to fail, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. And then compare it to the larger one. This is the big boy. So let's compare it to there. You see that? Tilt them down. You can see it's a lot bigger than the small one is. Let's do some other size comparisons up against, let's see, QSP Penguin and the Benchmade Bug Out. So you can see there it's definitely smaller than both of those, so I would definitely call this a small knife, especially for me. Benchmade Bug Out is usually the smaller that I and the Bug Out and the Penguin are usually smaller knives that I carry, and those are not super small. So this is definitely on the smaller end as far as knives that I carry. I'd also like to compare it to another front flipper that I just got, the Sharp by Design Mini Tempest. So you can see here, the Mini Tempest is going to be a lot bigger as well. That's going to be closer in size to a Bug Out than this knife. Let's do some other size comparisons here. Compare it up against a ZT-0308. There you go. So a lot smaller than that. And we'll also compare it to the PM2 and the Para 3. Sorry, I'm not sure why it keeps going out of focus here. I'm not sure what's going on. But as you can see there, it's definitely smaller than both of those as well. And I'd say you get just about almost the exact same length as you do on a Para 3. So if you're looking for a size comparison, the Para 3 is just about, it's shorter than a Para 3, but you get a good, just about the same cutting edge. So that's size comparisons there. This is a very easy knife to carry. It's very slim. That's one thing about the Centauris. They're very slim in the pocket. Both of them are. They're not very thick. They're very slim. They not wide. They're very easy to carry. This knife feels like, even the bigger one feels like a smaller knife just because of how compact it is. The bigger one also has this nice like texturing on the titanium, which the small one does not have. The small one's just smooth titanium. But I like how thin it is. It's about as thin as a Bug Out, which is really cool. It makes it really easy to carry. So you can see there, it's just about as thin as a Bug Out. So compared to, oh, I don't know. See, PM2 is going to be thicker. So you can definitely tell it's a thinner knife. It's going to be easier to carry. Same with Penguin. Yeah. So that's the one thing that sells me on these knives a lot. They're really good front flippers, and they're thin in the pocket. They don't weigh a whole lot. I'll take the weight on these because they are carbon fiber. Well, one side's carbon fiber, so it shouldn't be that heavy. So take the weight here. 2.2 ounces. That's pretty light. Especially anything under 3 ounces, I would consider a light knife, definitely. And this is definitely a light knife. So really, really cool. Great knife. Highly recommend checking these out. If you have bigger hands, I recommend the bigger one. That's the one I prefer. But if you like smaller knives, you might really like the small Centauri. But anyway, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave some comments. Talk about, what your favorite Artisan cutlery knife is. Let me know if you like front flippers. And that's it for this one. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.